Welcome to Sinatone News of Navarre. During this special broadcast, we have received permission from the King to broadcast live in the castle grounds. Further, we have also been authorized to chat with several of the King's attendants and visiting attendants from France. You will enjoy their special insights into castle life all week long on Sinatone News of Navarre.
Sinatone News presents New Ideas of Navarre.
September 1939. Ominous clouds of war may be gathering over Europe, but here in Navarre, the young king, seen here, is returning from military maneuvers. He has announced an audacious plan for himself and his court.
He and his companions are to cast off their military uniforms, while world events still last, and devote themselves instead to a vigorous 3 years of study.
That's right, 3 years. Go sleep little, eat and drink less, and devote themselves instead to an inspiring program of self-improvement, a real feast for bookworms.
Boldest of all, perhaps, is the king's absolute insistence that no women be allowed inside the court. Sorry, lady, but he is the king.
Now who is this? While Sir Holofernes, the king's principal tutor, with his able assistant, Sir Nathaniel, taking care of the man's spiritual health, they should have everything they need to distract themselves from thoughts of romance.
It is all ordered by God, for this able young monarch, 20 years most eligible royal bachelors, seems determined to show the world there's more to life than gun warfare.
He's an idealist, but we wish him and his 3 chums the best.
We'll bring you more news as the adventure unfolds, but for now, we wish them
Bon voyage and good luck.
Say, boogie walk. And 1, 2, 3, horns.
Hello, Brendan Dyer.
Let fame that all hunt after, and their own lives make us live for all of eternity. You 3, Humane, Barone, and Longaville, have sworn for 3 years' term to live with me, my fellow scholars, and to keep those statutes that are recorded in this schedule here. Your oaths are passed, and now subscribe your names, that his own hand may strike his honor down, that violates the smallest branch herein. If you are armed to do as sworn to do, subscribe to your deep oaths and keep it too.
I am resolved. 'Tis but a 3 years fast. The mind shall banquet, though the body pie.
My loving lord, Dumaine is mortified. To love, to wealth, to pomp, I pie and die. With all these living in philosophy.
So much, dear liege, I have already sworn. That is to
that term. And but one day in the week to touch no food, and but one meal on every day besides, and then to sleep but 3 hours in the night, and not be seen to yawn of all the day? Oh, these are barren tasks, too hard to keep. Not see, ladies, study, fast, not sleep.
Your oath is passed, to pass away from these.
Let me say no, my liege, and if you please, I only swore to study with your grace and stay here within your court for 3 years' space.
You swore to that, Crone, and to the rest.
Yea and nay, sir, then I swore in jest. What is the end of study? Let me know.
Why, to know which else we should not know.
Things hid in bar, do you mean from common sense?
These be studies godlike recompense.
As thus, to study where I well may die, when I to feast expressly am forbidden, or I to meet some mistress fine, when mistresses from common sense are hid.
These be the scops that hinder study quite, but train our intellects to vain's delight.
What all delights are vain?
Well, sit you out! Go home, Barone! Adieu.
No, my good lord, I have sworn to stay with you. Give me a paper. Let me read the same, and to the strictest decrees, I will write my name.
How well this yielding rescues thee from shame!
But there are other strict observances. Item 1. That no woman shall come within a mile of my court. Have this been proclaimed?
4 days ago.
Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue! Who devised this penalty?
I did.
Dangerous law against gentility. Item 2. If any man be seen to talk with a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall endure such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise.
My favorite?
This article, my liege, yourself must break. For well, you know. Here comes an embassy, the French king's daughter, with yourself to speak. A maid of grace and complete majesty, about the surrendering of Aquitaine to her decrepit, sick, and bedridden father. Therefore, this article is made in vain, for vainly comes the admired princess hither.
Ah! What say you, lords? Why, this was quite forgot. We must, of force, dispense with this decree. Why, she must lie here on mere necessity.
Necessity will make us all forsworn 3,000 times within this 3 year space. For every man who disobeys is born, not by might, master, but by special grace. If I break faith, these words shall speak for me. I am forsworn on mere necessity. So, to the laws at large, I write my name. But he who breaks them to the least degree stands in danger of eternal shame. Suggestions are to the other as to me. But I believe, although I seem so, I am the last that will last break his oath. Lords!
3 years of study and seclusion for the king and his companions, but we are sure the time will pass quickly.
In other news, Navarre is readying itself for the arrival of the Princess of France. Ever since King Ferdinand conquered the region of Aquitaine in the last war, France has been skewing to negotiate return of the prized province.
Although the aged king of France is much too ill to travel himself, he showed great cleverness in sending the beautiful and resourceful princess as his ambassador, along with a collection of lovely ladies in waiting.
Closely following several gifts and a payment of 100,000 crowns, the princess is hoping to return Aquitaine to her father's kingdom before she leaves the bar.
Now, if the princess is unsure of what course to pursue, she can always turn to Lady Boyer, the princess guardian and closest confidant for the last 10 years. Lady Boyer always knows the right thing to do at just the right moment.
Now, madam, summon up your dearest spirits to parley with matchless Navarre for the return of Aquitaine.
Good Boyer, you are not ignorant. All telling fame doth noise abroad. Navarre hath made a vow. Till painful study shall outwear 3 years, no woman may approach his silent court. Therefore, to us it seemeth a needful course, before we enter his forbidden gates, to know his pleasure. And in that behalf, bold of your worthiness, we single you as our best moving fair solicitor. Tell him the doctors the King of France on serious business, craving quick dispatch, importunes personal conference with his grace.
Proud of employment, willingly I go.
All pride is willing pride, and yours is so. For the votaries, my loving maids, and our vow fellows with this virtuous duke.
Lord Longueville is one.
Know you the man?
I know him, madam. At a marriage feast in Normandy, saw I this Longueville. A man of sovereign parts, he is esteemed, well fitted in arts, glorious in arms. Nothing becomes him ill that he would well.
Some merry, mocking, lordly like. Is it so?
They say so most that most his humors know.
For the rest,
The young Dumaine, a well-accomplished youth. I met him at Duke Alonso's once, and much too little of that good is my report. His great worthiness.
Another of these students was there with him at that time, if I've heard of truth. Barone, they call him. His fair tongue delivers such apt and gracious words that aged ears play truant at his tales, and younger ears are quite ravished. So sweet and voluble at his conversation.
God bless my ladies. Are they all in love?
Here comes Boyer.
Now, what greetings, lady?
Navarre had notice of your fair approach, and he and his competitors in oath were all addressed to you gentlemen before I came. Mary, thus much have I learnt. He rather means to lodge you in the field.
In the field? Methinketh not.
Oh, here comes Navarre.
Fair princess, welcome to the court of Navarre.
Fair, I give you back again, and welcome. I have not yet. The roof of this court is too high to be yours, and welcome to the wide fields too base to be mine.
You shall be welcomed, madam, to my court.
I will be welcome then. Conduct me thither.
Hear me, dear lady. I have sworn an oath.
Our Lady, help my lord. He'll be forsworn.
Not for the world, madam, by my will.
Why, will shall break it, will and nothing else.
Your ladyship is ignorant what it is.
Your lordship is ignorant to make such an oath. 'Tis deadly sin to keep that oath, my lord, and sin to break it. Yet, pardon me, I am too sudden bold to teach a teacher ill beseemeth me. Graciously read the purpose of my coming, and suddenly resolve me in my suit.
I will, if suddenly I may.
You will, sooner than I were away. For you'll prove perjured if you make me stay.
Pray you, madam, a word. What lady is that same?
Which one, my lord?
That one.
Which one?
That one.
There are 3. She is the heir of Alanza. Catherine is her name.
A gallant lady.
Yeah, right.
Madam, pray you well. Okay.
I beseech you, what is she in the yellow?
A woman, sometimes.
Well, I pray you, whose daughter?
Her mother's, I've heard.
Well, God's blessing on your head then.
Oh, good sir, be not offended. She is an heir of Falconbridge.
Ah, my sadness is ended. She is the most sweet lady.
Not unlike sir, that may be.
Whistle.
What's her name? Black Cat.
Rosalind, my good hat.
She waved or no?
To her will, sir, or so.
You are welcome, madame. Adieu.
Farewell to me, sir, and welcome to you. What?
What? Madam, your father here doth intimate the payment of 100,000 crowns, being but the 1/2 of the entire sum disbursed by my father in his wars. But say that he or we, as neither have received that payment, there remains unpaid 100,000 more.
You do my father too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your name in so unseeming, to confess receipt of that which hath so faithfully been paid.
Madam, I do protest. I never heard of it. But if you repay it back, I'll yield up Aquitaine.
We arrest your word. Boyer! You can produce your witnesses for such a sum for a special officer.
Satisfy me so.
So please, your grace, the packet has not yet come. When that and other specialties are found, tomorrow you shall have sight of them.
Shall suffice me. Meantime, receive such welcome at my hand as honor, without breach of honor. They make tender to thy true worthiness. You may not come, fair princess, within my gates, but here without. You shall be so received as you shall find yourself lodged in my heart. Tomorrow shall we visit you again.
Did not I dance with you, Robin, once?
Did not I dance with you and Robin once?
I know you did.
How needless was it then to ask the questions?
Lady, I will commend you to mine own heart.
Pray you, do my commendations. I would be glad to see it.
I would, you heard its crow.
Is the fool sick?
Sick at the heart.
Alas, let it bleed. Now, if my observation, which very seldom lies, but the heart still regiment disclosed with eyes deceive me, not now. The love is infected with what? With that between lovers entitled affected.
Your reason?
His face's own margin to quote such amazes, that all eyes saw his eyes enchanted with gazes. I'll give you Aquitaine, and all that is his, if you give him, for my sake, but one loving kiss.
Oh, Dorfillion, for he is disposed.
To speak of that in the words which his eye hath disclosed, I only have in a mouth of his eye, by adding a tongue that I know will not lie. Thou art an old love-monger, and speakest skillfully.
She is Cupid's sister.
Do you hear my mad wenches?
No.
What then do you see?
Our wait to be gone.
And yet, you grow too old for me.
Goro's camping. The Princess of France enjoys an unexpected taste of the outdoors tonight. All women are banned from the court of Navarre, and Her Highness is no exception.
It means a night under canvas for the ladies. Elsewhere, the king's proclamation continues to make life tricky for the people of Navarre.
Uh-oh, there's trouble afoot. Look at this motley crew. They're led by the fantastical Spaniard Don Armado. His heart may be in the right place, but his language is all over the place.
Loyally, he follows the king. It's just unfortunate that when he speaks, the king can't always follow Armado.
But thank goodness for his young niece, the strangely named Maud. These two seem to have brought a criminal to book, and I'll wager if there's trouble in store, that rascal Costard is involved.
He is the king's resident comedian. This cheeky chappie has played the vaudeville houses from vaudeville to Paris. He has also been known to be a bit of a ladies' man. Watch out, girls.
Whatever the problem, the king can always rely on his local Bobby. Constable Dole always gets his man. Or in this case, something rather different, if that paper bag is hiding what we think it is. In any case, it's another headache for the king. Let the trial begin.
Our court, you know, is haunted by a refined traveler of Spain. One whom the music of his own vain tongue doth ravish like enchanting harmony.
This child of fancy, that famous Armado for interim to our studies shall relate.
Coster the swain, and Armado shall be our sport. And so to study 3 years is but short.
Which is the king's own person?
This fellow, what for?
I myself reprehend his own person, for I am his grace's constable. But I would see his own person in flesh and blood.
This is he.
Signor Army commends you. There's villainy abroad. This letter will tell you more.
Sir, the contents thereof are
magnificent Armado.
The manner is to me, sir, as concerning Jacquinetta. The manner of it is, I was taken with the manner.
In what manner?
In manner for following, sir. All those three. I was seen with her in the manor house, taken with her upon the form, seen following her into the park. Manner for following, sir. For the following, sir, as it shall follow my correction, and God defend the right.
Will you hear this letter with attention?
As we would hear an oracle.
Grave deputy, sole dominator of the bar, my soul's heiress gold, and the body's fostering patron.
Not a word of costard yet.
Peace.
Be to me and every man who dares not fight.
No words.
Of other men's secrets, I beseech you.
As I am a gentleman, I betook myself to walk, the time being about the 6th hour, when men sit down to that nourishment which is called soup, supper, seat. I walked upon my path. There did I encounter that obscene and preposterous event, which here thou viewest, beholdest, surveyest, or seest from the west corner of thy curious knotted garden. There did I see that low-spirited sway, that base minnow of thy mirth.
Me?
That unlettered, small, knowing soul.
Me?
That shallow vessel.
Still me?
Which, as I remember, named Costa.
Oh, me.
Sorted and consorted, concurrent with the established proclaimed edict and company canon, with which, but I passion possess wherewith,
With a wench.
with a child of my grandmother Eve, a female, or, for thy more sweet understanding, a woman. As my everlasting duty pricks me off, so I have sent him to thee to receive the meed of punishment from my sweet grace's officer, Anthony Doe. Anthony Doe, a man of good repute, carriage, and estimation.
I am Dole.
Now, as for Jacquinetta, so is the weaker vessel which I apprehended with the aforesaid sway. I keep her as a vessel of the lowest good, and shall at the least of thy sweet notice bring her to trial. The dime in all compliments of devoted and heart-burning heat of duty, Don Adriano de Armado.
Sir, what say you to this?
Sir, I. Sir, I confess the wench.
Did you hear the proclamation?
I confess much hearing of it, little of the marking of it.
It was pronounced a year's worth imprisonment to be taken with a wench.
This was no wench, sir. This was a damsel.
And it was pronounced damsel.
This was no damsel either, sir. This was a maid.
This maid will not serve your turn, sir.
This maid will not serve my turn, sir?
I will pronounce your sentence now. You shall fast a week with bread and water,
I'd rather pray a month with mutton and porridge.
and Don Armado shall be your keeper.
The situation in Europe is worsening with news of mobilization of troops on the French border. Reports are coming in that the peace accord between the two, signed last month, is in danger of collapse.
Military buildup on the French northern borders indicates that invasion may indeed be imminent.
Dear Niece, what sign is it from a man of great spirit, gross, melancholy,
A great sign, sir, that he will look sad.
sadness is one and the self-same thing, dear imp.
No. Oh, Lord, sir, no.
How canst thou part the sadness and melancholy, my tender juvenile?
By a familiar demonstration of the working, my tough senor.
What have senior?
Why, tender juvenile?
I spoke it, tender juvenile, as an accurate description appertaining to thy young days, which we may call tender.
And I, tough senor, as an appropriate title to your old time, which we may name tough.
Pretty and apt.
How mean you, sir? I pretty and my saying act, or I act and my saying pretty?
Thou pretty because little.
I am answered, sir.
I have promised to study 3 years with the king.
You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir.
I confess, both, they are but the varnish of a complete man.
A most fine figure.
I will hereupon confess that I am in love. And as it is base for a soldier to love, so I am in love with a base wench. Comfort me, girl. What great men have been in love.
Hercules, master.
Most sweet Hercules. Nay more, my sweet child. And let them be men of good repute and carriage.
Samson, master. He was a man of good carriage, great carriage, for he carried the town gates on his back like a porter, and he was in love.
Well, Nick Samson, strong and joint head Samson. I do excel thee in my rapier, as thou didst me in carrying gates, and I'm in love too.
In love, sir?
Child, I do love that country girl that I took in the car with the rational hind, costard. Oh, sing, child. My spirit grows heavy in love.
Heaven, I'm in heaven. Something, something, something more. Something cheek to cheek.
Sir, the king's pleasure is that you must keep Costard safe, and you must suffer him to take no delight, but he must fast. What comes after 2?
3, you nincompoop.
3, yes. He must fast 3 days a week. As for this damsel,
Dull.
that's Officer Dull to you. As for
Officer Dull.
one word, shut it up. As for this damsel, I must keep her at the lodge. Fare you well.
Officer Dull.
I'm coming.
Madame.
Man.
Costard.
Tonight, I will visit thee at the lodge.
That's your boy.
I know what it is situation.
Lord, how wise you are.
I will tell thee one man.
on a full stomach.
Take this villain away. Shut him up.
Come, you transgressing slave, away!
Lest we not be pent up, sir, I shall fast being loose.
No, sir, thou shalt to prison.
If ever I do see the merry days of desolation that I have seen, some shall see.
What shall some see?
Nay, nothing, Master Moth. They shall see what they look upon. It is not for a prisoner to be too silent in their words, and therefore I will say nothing. I thank God his little patience is another man. Therefore, I can be quiet.
I shall be forsworn if I low. Low is a familiar. Low is a devil. There is no evil angel but low. Do you not agree? Adieu, madam. Rust, Rebecca. Be still, drum. Yea, I love it, the man. Assist me some extemporal gold ride, for I am sure I will write some.
What is poor Amado to do? He has fallen in love, but is unable to communicate his feelings with his chosen crush.
Quickly, he and Moth concoct a plan to deliver a love letter to the lady who has captured his heart.
They conspire to break Karstad out of jail in order for him to deliver the love letter to the warm-hearted Jack Banana.
I smell goose.
No, that's secrecy.
By my sweet soul, I mean setting thee at liberty. Thou art immured, restrained, captivated, bound.
And now you'll be my purgation and let me loose.
Give thee thy liberty, set thee from durance, and in lieu thereof, impose on thee nothing but this. Bear this significant to the countrymen Jacqueline. There is a remuneration. Must follow.
Like the sequel, Senior Pastor.
Remuneration. Oh, it's Latin for halfpenny farthing. Ah! Good morning, cost are exceedingly well met.
Pray, sir, how much ribbon can a man buy for remuneration?
What is a remuneration?
A halfpenny farthing.
Why then, 3 farthing worth of silk. Ah, thank you, sir. God be with you. Stay, slave! I must employ thee, as thou wilt win my favor good, my knave. Do one thing for me that I shall entreat. When will you have it done? This afternoon. I shall do it, sir. Very well. Why, thou dost not know what it is. I shall know, sir, when I've done it. Why, then, thou must know first. I will be at your worship tomorrow. It must be done this afternoon. Hark, slave, it is but this.
He cannot hear you.
It is but this. The princess comes to hunt here in the park, and in her train there is a gentle lady. When tongue speaks sweetly, then they name her name, and Rosalind they call her. Ask for her. And to her white hand, see that thou do commend this sealed up counsel. Woo! You little chap. Ah, there is thy girdle. Go! Now, burden. Better than remuneration. I'll do it, sir, in print! Ladies, picture. Ladies, picture.
Oh, look upon thy horsemen! Was that the king that spurred his horse so hard against the steep uprising of the hill?
I know not, but I hope it was not he.
Whoever it was, he showed a mounting mind.
Hereby stand where you may make the fairest shoes.
I thank my beauty I am fair that shoot.
Yes, Madam Fair.
Only for praise, and praise we may afford.
Here comes the member of the common citizen.
Pray you, madam. Which is the head lady? Thank you. Pray you, madams. Which is the head lady?
Thou shalt know her, fellow, by the rest that have no heads.
Which is the greatest? The highest?
The biggest and the tallest.
The biggest and the tallest. Truth is true. Are you not the chief woman? I mean, you sure are the biggest.
What's your will, sir? What's your will?
I have a letter from one Lord Barrow to one Lady Rosaline.
Voyez, you can carve. I have this cape on.
I am bound to serve. This letter is mistook. It approacheth none here, it is writ to a Jacqueline. force thy love. I could. Shall I entreat thy love? I will. I do affect the very ground which is base. Will you shew which is baser? Guided by her foot, which is basest, don't tread. Thus, expecting thy reply, I profaned my lips on thy foot, my eyes on thy picture, and my heart on thy every part. Thine, in the dearest design of industry, Don Adriano de Armada.
Did you ever hear better?
Well, I am much deceived, but I remember the style.
Else your memory is bad. Thou fellow, a word. Who gave thee this letter?
I told you, from my lord.
To whom shouldst thou give it?
From my lord to my lady.
From which lord to which lady?
From my lord Barone, a good master of mine, to the lady of France they call Rosaline.
Thou hast mistaken this letter. Come, friends, away. Rosalind.
Ah, remuneration. Ah, Gurdon.
Oh, thou monster ignorant! How deformed dost thou look!
Sir, he hath never fed on the dainties that are bred in a book. He hath not eat paper, as it were. He hath not drunk ink. His intellect is not replenished. He is only an animal, only sensible in the duller parts. And such barren plants are set before us, that we thankful should be, that we of taste and feeling are, for those parts have become fruitful in us more than he.
You two are bookmen. Can you tell me by your wit what was a month old at Canesburg that's not 5 weeks old as yet?
Luna, good man Dull! Luna, good man Dull!
What is Luna?
A title to the moon.
The moon was a month old when Adam was no more, and wrought not to 5 weeks when he came to 50. The illusion holds in the exchange.
'Tis true indeed. The collusion holds in the exchange.
God comfort thy capacity. I say the illusion holds in the exchange.
And I say the pollution holds in the exchange. For the moon is never but a month old. And you guys think you're so smart.
To return to a different subject, Sir Nathaniel.
Sir,
The braveful princess, Pearson pricked, a pretty pleasing cricket. Or to sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock.
a rare talent.
This is a gift that I have. Simple, a foolish, extravagant spirit, full of forms, figures, shapes, stuff. A verse. A stanza.
If love make me forsworn, how shall I swear to love? Ah, never faith could hold, if not to beauty vowed. If knowledge be the mark, to know thee shall suffice. Well learned is that tongue that well can thee commend. All ignorant is that soul that sees thee without wonder. Thy eye God's lightning bears, thy voice his dreadful thunder. Celestial as thou art, O pardon, love, this wrong that sings heaven's praise with such an earthly tongue.
But, mademoiselle, was this directed to you?
Aye, Father.
I will overglance the superscript. To the snow-white hand of the most beauteous lady, Rosaline, I will look again on the intellect of the letter for the nomination of the party writing to the person written unto. Your ladyship, in all desire employment, Barone.
Barone?
Sir Nathaniel, this Barone is one of the votaries of the king. And here, he hath framed a letter to a lady of the princess, which, accidentally on my way of progression, at this very tripping over my suite, deliver this letter to the royal hand of the king. It may concern much.
Oh, good concert, go with me. Sir, God save your life.
Sir, you have done this in the fear of God, very religiously.
But to return to the verses, did they please you, Sir Nathaniel?
Marvelously well.
I thank thee.
And thank you too, for society, saith the text, is the happiness of life.
better.
Rosalind's attendant?
No.
Rosalind's attendant?
No.
Rosalind's attendant?
No.
Rosalind's attendant?
No.
Rosalind's attendant.
Are you ladies attendants?
Yes.
Which one of you is the princess's attendant?
Yes.
No, catch a tiger by the tail. My mother told me to pick the best one, and you are it.
No.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the tail. My mother told me to pick the best one, and you are it.
No.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
Princess.
Ladies. Ladies. Or stay with you. I have a message from Maria.
By the Lord, this love is as mad as a hatter. It kills she. Kills me. falter I by this light. But for were I would not love. Yes, for her too, I do nothing in this world but lie. By heaven I do love, and it hath taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. Well, she hath two of my sonnets already. Found Lord, full scented, and the lady hath it. Sweet cloud, sweet fool, sweetest lady. By the world, I would not care a pin if the other three were in.
Irene!
Here comes one in the paper. Behind the tree. In faith, secrets.
So sweet a kiss the golden sun gives not, as thy eye beams when their fresh rays have sweet. Nor shines the silver moon one half so bright, as doth thy face through tears of mine give light. O Queen of Queens, how far doth thou excel? No thought can think, nor tongue of mortal tell. How will she know my griefs? I'll drop the paper. Who is he that comes here?
What? From the villain reading? Now when thy likeness one more will appear?
Me I am forsworn.
In love, I hope. One drunk loves another of the day.
Am I the first that have been perjured so?
I could put thee in comfort by two at a time.
I fear these stubborn lines lack power to move. Oh, sweet Maria, empress of my love. These words will I tear, and rewrite in prose.
Oh, rhymes will help him not. God, give him grace.
Did not the heavenly beauty of thine eye persuade my heart to this false earth? A woman I forswore, but I will prove. Thou being a goddess, I forswore not thee. My vow is earthly, thou a heavenly love. Thy grace being gained cures all disgrace in me, for vows are but and breath of vapor is. If broken, then it's no fault of mine. For what fool is so wise to lose an oath, yet win a paradise?
God amend us! God amend!
By whom shall I send this to? Company hide!
Oh, hid! Oh, the child play! Like a demigod, here sit I in the sky, and wretched fools secrets heedfully see I. By heavens, I have my wish!
Oh, most divine King, by heaven,
The wonder!
in a mortal eye,
By her she is not corporal. There you lie.
her golden hair, as upright as the cedar, as fair as day. I would forget her, but a fever she reigns in my blood, and still remembers thee.
the day. Alack the day! Love, whose month is ever made, kind of blossom, passing fair, drifting through the warm air. Through the velvet leaves, the wind, all unseen can pass it by, that the lover, sick to death, wish himself the heaven. Air, quoth he, thy cheeks may blow. Air, would I might try it so. But alack, my hand is sworn, ne'er to pluck thee from thy thorn.
Me, right, or grow Oh, Joe!
Who's Joe? No idea.
When shall you see that I have raised a hand, a foot, a face, an eye, a gait, a state, a waist, a brow, a leg, a leg?
Soft! Whither away so fast?
God bless the king.
What present hast thou?
Some certain treason.
Treason! What makes treason here?
I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. On parson misdoubts it, 'twas treason, he said.
Barone, read it over. Where hast thou it?
Of Costard.
Where hast thou it?
Of Don Adradominamina.
How now? What is in you? Why dost thou tear it?
A toy, my liege, a toy!
It did move him to passion, therefore let's hear it.
Let us!
Get over
here!
Come on. Oh, that's right. Here is his name.
God, you loggerhead! You were born to do me shame. Guilty, my lord, guilty! I confess. What? You fools like me, fool to make the mess. He, and you, even you, my liege, and I, are big persistent love, and we deserve to die. Oh, dismiss this audience, and I will tell you more.
Now the number is even.
True, we are four. Will these turtles be gone?
And sirs, away.
Step aside, traitors, and let the troop of walk. Sweet lords, sweet lovers, oh, let's embrace! As true we are as flesh and blood can be, we cannot cross the cause why we were born. Therefore, of all hands must we be forsworn.
What? Have these torn lines shown some love of thine?
Did they, quoth you, who sees the heavenly Rosalind, dares look upon the heaven of her brow, who is not blinded by her majesty?
What hath inspired thee now? My love, her mistress, is a gracious moon, a star scarce seen a light.
My eyes are then no eyes, nor I Barone. Oh, but for my love, day would turn to night.
Your mistresses dare never come to reign, for fear their colors should be washed away.
True, for you, sir. But to tell you plain, I'll find a fairer face not washed today.
Oh, prove her fair or talk till doomsday.
No devil will fret thee then so much as she.
I never knew men hold vile stuff so deep.
Look, here's thy love, my foot and her face see.
But what of this? We all signed our names, yet are we all not in love?
Nothing so sure, and thereby all dishonor.
Then, good Barone, let us leave this chat. Prove our love unlawful, and our oaths not torn.
Aye, marry there some flattery for this evening.
Oh, some authority how to proceed.
Some salve for our purge.
'Tis more than need. Have at you then affections men at arms. Consider what you first did swear unto.
To fast.
To study.
To see no women.
Flat treason against the kingly state of youth. Say, can you fast? Your stomachs are too young. Or when would you, my liege, or you, have found the ground of study's excellence without the beauty of a woman's face?
Women's eyes, this doctrine I derive. They are the ground, the books, the academies, from whence doth spring the true Promethean fire.
But we have made a vow to study, lords.
And in that vow, we have forsaken our books.
When would you, or you, in heavy contemplation have found such fiery numbers in which the prompting eyes of beauty's tutors have enriched you with?
Aye, love first learned in ladies' eyes, courses as swift as thought in every path. It lends a precious seeing to the eye.
A lover's eyes will gaze in the eagle blind.
A lover's ear will hear the lowest sound.
Love's feeling is soft and sensitive.
Love's tongue does prove dainty.
And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods makes heaven drowsy with the harmony.
Ah, fools we were. These women to forswear. Or, in keeping what is sworn, we will prove fools.
Then let us once lose our oaths to bind ourselves.
Or else we lose ourselves to find our oaths. Lords!
Shall we resolve to move these women to France?
Aye, and win them too. Therefore, let us provide some entertainment for them in their tents.
Come, first, from the park let us conduct them thither. Then every man attach the hand of his fair mistress.
In the afternoon, we will with some strange pastime solace them, such as the shortness of time in shape.
For revels, dances, masks, and merry hours, o'errun fair love, strewing her way with flowers.
Away! No time shall be omitted, for there be times, and may by us be fitted. Sure!
For those lovely ladies. We'll find out when we return. It's time for intermission. Where have all the students gone? While the rest of Europe braces itself for imminent catastrophe here in the bar, all seems quiet.
Rumors abound that the king's oath may have been broken by more than a few of the natives. Not much evidence of study, that's for sure.
Hello, what's he up to? Discussing what to do in the blackout, perhaps?
And what about these mystery gifts? The princess and her lady seem to have had a visit from the postman. Love letters, surely the kingsman couldn't be involved.
Rumors, too, of a gala entertainment for this very evening.
Was singing and dancing included in the oath?
I don't think so, but if the king plans a party, then everyone must follow.
And who better to arrange an exotic night than an exotic night?
Our motto's the man, and with the helping hand of Holofernes, even the horizon to a heaven of hysterical fun, who knows what these revelers would dream up.
Sir, your reasons at dinner have been sharp and pleasant. I did converse this day with a companion of the king's, who's called Don Adriano de Azramado.
Chira, men of peace, well encountered.
Most military, sir, salutations.
They have made a great feast of languages and stolen scraps.
I marvel thy master has eat thee for a word. Thou art easier swallowed than a raisin.
Peace with you begins.
Monsieur, are you not educated?
Yes, he teaches boys the alphabet.
If I had but 1 penny in the world, thou shouldst have to buy gingerbread.
Sir, the king is a noble gentleman.
And
My familiar, I do beseech thee, here is what he asks. The very all of all is that the king would have me present the princess with some delightful ostentation, a show, a pageant. But the sweetheart, I do implore secrecy. Now, understanding that the clergyman and your sweet self are good at such a eruption, I have come to thee to the end of craving your assistance.
Sir, you shall present before her the 9 worthies at the king's command. these most learned gentlemen before the princess. I say none so fit as to present the 9 worthies.
Sir, who do you find worthy enough to portray them?
Yourself, Alexander. This gallant gentleman, Hector. Myself, Judas Maccabees. The swain, because of his great liver joint, shall pass Harvey the Great. Oh, the page, Hercules.
Yes! Now thou shouldst look at me! Look upon my might! I am as tall as a tree!
Pardon, sir. Error! She is not quantity enough for that worthy stone. She is not so big as the end of his clothes.
Shall I have audience? She shall present Hercules in infancy. Her enter and exit shall be strangling a snake, and I shall have a prologue for that purpose.
An excellent device, sir. So any of the audience hits you may cry, "Well done, Hercules! Now thou crushest the snake."
Now, for the rest of these worthies,
I will play 3 myself.
we will have, if this fails not, a pageant. I beseech you, follow.
Good man, Dull, thou hast spoke with no word all this while.
Nor understood none neither, sir.
Come, we will employ thee.
I'll make a dance or so, or I'll play on the drum to the worthies and let them dance in the hay.
Most dull, honest Dull, to our sport away.
Sweethearts, we shall be rich ere we depart. Look you what I have from the loving king.
Oh, madam, came nothing else along with that.
Oh, nothing. But this! Yes, as much love and rhymes could be crammed up in a sheet of paper. But Rosaline, you have a favor too. Who sent it and what is it?
Nay, I have verses too. I think Barone, if his poetry is true, and his reasoning too, then I am the fairest goddess on all the ground. I am compared to 20,000 fairs. Oh, he has drawn my picture in his letter.
Anything like? Catherine, what was sent to you from Fair Domain?
Madam,
This glove, did he not send you twain? Yes, madam, he sent me too. And, moreover, some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover, a huge translation of hypocrisy, vilely compiled, profound simplicity, and I love it.
This and these pearls to me, said Blondel. The letter is too long by half a mile.
I should think no less. Dost thou not wish it hard the chain were longer and the letter short? Oh, we are wise girls to mock our lovers so.
they are worse fools to purchase mocking so. That same Barone I'll torture ere I go. Oh, if I knew he were mine by the week, how I would make him fawn and beg and seek, so that I would oversway his state, that he would be my fool, and I his fate.
Folly in fools bears not so strong a note as foolery in the wise when wit doth dote.
Oh, here comes Boyer, and mirth is in her face.
Arm, wenches, arm! Encounters are mounted against your peace. Love with approach disguised. Armed in arguments, you'll be surprised.
What are they to charge against us? Say, scout, say.
and by, they will be here. Their herald is a pretty knavish page.
But what? Come they to visit us?
They do, and our herald thus, like Muscovites or Russians, as I guess. Their purpose is to parley and court and debts, and each one his love suit will advance unto his particular mistress, which thou know by favor several that they did bestow.
And will they so? Ladies, the gallants shall be tasked, for ladies, who shall every one be masked, and not a man of them shall have the grace, despite of suit, to know a lady's face. Hold, take thou this, my sweet, and give me thine. So shall Barone take me for Rosaline, and change your favors too. So shall your loves woo contrary, deceived by these removed.
Come on then, where your favors most in sight. But in this changing, what is your intent?
The effect of my intent is to cross theirs. They do it, but in mocking merriment, and mock for mock is only my intent.
The tongues of mocking wenches are as keen as is the razor's edge invisible, cutting a smaller hair than may be seen. By changing partners for the masquerade, they'll undermine the gentleman's charade. Ladies, be masked, the maskers come.
All hail the richest beauties on earth. All hail the richest beauties on earth. All hail the richest beauties on earth. They will not hear me. That brings me out.
Is this your perfectness? Be gone, you rogue!
What are these strangers? Know their minds, Boyer.
If they speak our language, 'tis our will that some plain man should recount their purposes.
Know that they would. What would you with the princess?
Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
What would they say? Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
Why, that they have, and bid them so be gone.
She says you have it and you may be gone.
Say the word. We have measured many miles to dance one dance with her on this grass.
I hear myself. She hears herself.
How many weary steps of the weary miles have you traveled that are numbered in the travel of 1 mile?
We number nothing that we spend for you.
That.
Our duties are so rich, so infinite, that we may still do it without calculation. Please show us the sunshine of your face so that we, like savages, may worship it.
My face is but a moon and clouded too.
Blessed are the clouds to do, as clouds do. Grant us bright moon, and these thy stars to shine. Those clouds removed upon our watery eyes.
O vain petitioner, beg a greater matter. Thou now request but moonshine in the water.
In our measure, grant us one dance. Thou bidst me beg. This begging is not strange.
Play music then, and you must do it soon. No dance, thus I am changed.
Will you not dance? How come you not estranged?
You took the moon at full, now she is changed.
But she is still the moon, and I am the man. The music plays. Grant some motion to it.
Our ears, they grant it.
But your legs should do it.
You are strangers in commune.
the reason, lady. Why you ask?
Oh, for your reason. Quickly, sir, I long.
You have a double tongue within your mask, and would speak enough for just both of us.
Why, kind mistress, one sweet word with thee.
Honey, milk, and sugar, there are 3.
One word in secret.
Let it not be sweet.
Thou bravest me.
Not one more word, my lord. Break off.
Will you grant me the privilege of changing words with you?
Name it.
Fair lady.
How dare you? Sloppity, sloppity, sloppity.
Please it you, as much in private will be an uneasy.
Oh, are these the breed of wits so wondered at?
But will you hear the king, my love, is sworn?
Oh, and quick groan hath plighted faith to me, and Lord Longaville was for my service born.
Dumaine was mine as bark on tree.
Oh, poverty and wit! Do you not think they will hang themselves tonight, or ever, but in mass, show their faces?
Oh, they were all in lamentable cases. The king was begging for a good word.
And Barone did swear himself out of all suit.
Dumaine was at my service, quoth I. My servant's strength was mute.
And Lord Longaville said, I overcame his heart.
Oh, ladies, Magdalen, pretty mistresses, you must be here. Immediately, they will again be here in their own shapes, for it can never be that they will digest this harsh indignity.
Will they return?
They will, God knows. Therefore, a change favors, and when they prepare, blow like sweet roses in the summer air.
How blow, speak to be understood. A fond perplexity. But what shall we do if they return in their own shapes to woo?
Good madam, if by me you will be advised, let us mock them still as well known and disguised, and then complain of the fools that were here.
Disguised like Muscovites in shapeless gear to wonder at what they were and to what end. Their prologue vilely compiled should be presented to us.
Ladies, withdraw. The gallants are held.
Pardon, dear lady. God save you. Where is the princess?
Gone to her tent. Please that your majesty refer me any service of her thither.
And she grant me audience for one word.
I will, and so will she. I know, my lord.
We came to visit you, purpose to lead you into our court. Please to follow.
Now by my maiden honor, yet as pure as the unsullied lily, I do protest. A world of torments though I should endure, I would not yield to be your house's guest. So much I hate a breaking of heavenly oaths to be bound with integrity.
Oh, you have lied here in desolation, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame.
Not so, my lord. We have had visitation and pleasant game.
How, madam?
I, in truth, trim gallants full of courtship and of state.
Madam, speak true. They were here but an hour, and talked excessive in that hour, my lord, but did not bless us with one happy word. Which of the masks was it that you wore?
Where was that? What mask? Why demand you this?
There, what mask, what superfluous case that hid the worst and showed the better face?
We've been discovered. They'll mock us downright. Let us confess and turn it to a jest.
Amazed, my lord.
dash us like a Christmas comet.
Some carry tale, some please man, some slight zing, some mumble news, some treacher knife that smiles her cheek in ears and knows the trick to make my lady laugh when she's disposed, told our intent before.
Which once disclosed, our ladies did change favors.
And then we, following the signs, wooed with the sign of sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Her Highness, Dar Amato and the people of Navarre will give a special performance in 1 minute. 1 minute.
Rogue, they'll shame us. Do not approach.
We are shame-proof, my lord, and it will be more pleasant to have one show worse than the king's and his company. Well, it's not the first time the ladies have turned the tables on the boys with their cunning plan to change match and change partners. Made those red-faced boys really face the music.
But all is forgiven and oaths are forgotten, and it's showtime. Pageant of the Nine Worthies will be a rousing treatment by the people of Navarre. It's high jinks all around.
Masks and faces make this merry crowd forget the grim events of the outside world.
Hey, look out, Johnny. No more study with these men.
They're in the love business, and there's no business like it. But perhaps some might just disagree.
Anointed one.
Fair, sweet,
Honey, monarch.
we wish you peace of mind, most royal. Most royal.
Couplement.
Here is like to be a good presence of worthies.
He presents Hector of Troy.
The slain Pompey the Great.
The village curate, Alexander.
Amato's niece, Hercules.
The scholar, Judas Maccabeus.
And if these five worthies in their first show thrive,
These four will change costumes and present the other five.
I, Pompey, am. Pompey, surnamed the Big, the Great. Pompey, surnamed the Great, that often filled with sword and shield, did make my foes to sway. Sway your prize. I traveled coast
by coast, and I come here by chance to lay my arms before this lass of France.
If your ladyship would say thanks, Pompey, he had done.
Great thanks, great Pompey.
'Tis not so much I hope I was perfect, and then a little fault in great.
Improves the best word.
When in the world I lived, I was the world's commander. By east, west, south, and north, I spread my conquering might. My shield plain declares that I am Alexander.
One would think Alexander would know his north from south.
Oh, the conqueror is dismayed. Proceed, good Alexander.
When in the world I lived, I was king of Macedonia. I conquered first the Persian world and all the way to Patagonia.
Humphrey the Great! Your servant and dastard! Take away the conqueror! Take away Alexander!
Oh, sir! You have overthrown Alexander the Conqueror! Run away! For shame, Alexander!
I, Cerberus, am that three-headed canine. And snake, also.
Great Hercules is presented by this imp, me, whose club killed Cerberus.
Cerberus.
That's me. And when he was a babe, a child, a shrimp, thus it's his hands. Though you see me in my infancy, I offer no apology. This just fills me with so much joy.
Keep some steady, I exit and vanish. Right, Judas, I am.
Judas!
Not Iscariot. Judas, I am, named Maccabeus, who stood with sword and shield. With my brothers upon the hill, we battled the Grecians from the field. Hack, 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 stab, twist, pull, dead. We lost our provision, but we would not yield. We battled until our swords we could no longer wield. Ha, ha, ha. I fought to see the temple restored. The land trembled beneath me when I roared. Rome heard my voice, I was not ignored. But even in the grasp of death, the Lord is my reward.
Oh! Here comes Hector and Orms!
What is this, Hector?
I think Hector was not so lean built.
His legs are too big to be Hector's.
This cannot be Hector.
He is a god! Or a painter. He makes faces.
Away. The omnipotent Mars of lances, the Almighty, gave Hector a gift, the heir of Ilion. A man so breathed he would fight ye from morn till night out of his pavilion. I
right.
Sweet Lord Longville, learn thy talk. Sweet royalty, bestow on me some sense of hearing.
Oh, speak, brave Hector. We are much delighted.
To adorn thy sweet grace, sleep for.
Loves her by the foot.
Loves her by the yard.
This Hector far surmounted Hannibal with his sword of steel and girdle of Ajax. He fought with honor through unrelenting Grecian attacks. Away. I told you, Armado, you gotta lay off the mutton chops.
Burrow, a job that suits you.
God save you, madam.
Welcome, Barkaday. But that thou interruptst our merriment.
I'm sorry, madam. The news I bring is heavy on my tongue. King, your father is
Dead. For my life.
even so. My tale is told.
Words away. See this cloud.
How fares your majesty?
Oyez, prepare. I will await tonight.
Madam, not so. I do beseech you. Stay.
Prepare, I say. I thank you, gracious lords, for all your fair endeavors, and entreat out of a new sad soul, you excuse the liberal opposition of our spirits. Heavy heart bears not a nimble tongue. Excuse me so, coming too short of thanks for my great suit so easily obtained. Farewell, lord.
When the time is too short, it requires a quickly made decision. And though your highness is in mourning and cannot see my love's argument, yet since love was first on foot, let not the cloud of sorrow jostle it from where it once started.
I understand you not. My griefs are double.
Honest, plain words must pierce the ear of grief, and by these words understand the king.
For your fair sakes, we have neglected time, played foul play with our oaths. Your beauty, ladies, hath much deformed us, fashioning our actions even to the opposed end of their intents.
And what in us hath seemed ridiculous, those heavenly eyes that look into these folks suggested us to make them.
Therefore, ladies, our love being yours, blame us not for loving you.
We to ourselves proved false, and by being once false, fair ladies, forever be true to you.
We have received your letters full of love, the favors, the ambassadors of love, and in our maiden council, rated them in courtship, pleasant jest, and courtesy.
More to the help than this in our respects have we not been, and therefore men who were loves in their own fashion, like some merriment.
Our letters, madam, showed much more than
Jest, so did our looks.
We did not quote them so.
Now, at the latest minute of the hour, grant us your loves.
I think the time too short to make an everlasting bargain in.
Grant me your love.
No, no, my lord. Your grace is perjured much, full of dear guiltiness, and therefore this. If for my love you will do anything, this shall you do for me. Your oath I will not trust, but speak to some forlorn and naked hermitage, remote from all the pleasures of the world. There stay, until the 12 celestial signs bring about the end of your reckoning. If this austere life changes not your offer made in the heat of blood. Then, at the expiration of the year, come challenge me. Challenge me by these actions, and I will be thine, and until that time, shut my wolf himself up in the morning house, raining the tears of lamentation for the remembrance of my father's death.
I would promise more than this. Hence, permanently. My heart is at thy rest.
But what to me, love, a wife?
Not so, my lord. For 12 months and a day, come when the king doth to my lady come. And then, if I have much love, I'll give you some.
I will serve thee, true and faithfully, till then.
Yet swear not, lest you be forsworn again.
What says you, Maria?
At the end of the 12-month term, I'll trade my black gown for a faithful friend.
Time is long, but I'll wait for you.
Fair health and honesty, with love, I grant you both these.
Mistress, look on me. Behold the window of my heart, mine eye. What humble suit attends thy answer there? And wholesome service on for thy love.
Oft I have heard of thee, my Lord Crow, before I saw you. And the world's large opinion proclaims you for a man full of mockery, full of sarcasm and wounding taunts, which you upon all humanity will execute, provide the mercy of your wit to weed this poison from your fruitful brain, and therefore to win me. If you please, this 12-month term, from day to day, visit the speechless sick, and still converse with groaning wretches, and your task shall be, with all the fierce endeavor of your wit, to cause the pained and powerless to smile.
To move wild laughter in the throat of death? It cannot be. It is impossible. Mirth cannot move a soul in agony.
Why, that's the way to choke a jibing spirit. Prosperity lies within the ear of him who hears it, never within the tongue of him who makes it. Sickly ears will no longer hear your idle scorns. Throw away the past. Be right joyful in your reformation.
It's 12 months. Well, befall what will befall. I'll just be 12 months in a hospital.
I speak, my lord, and so I take my leave.
Nonsense. We will bring you on your way.
Our wooing does not tag, like an old play. Jack, not Jill.
Come, sir. It wants a 12-month and a day. Then, it will end.
That's too long for a play. You that way. Me this way.
With Europe in conflict, world war breaks out. Our four lords and their ladies bravely step up to fight the Nazi tide. Each man enlisting in a different branch of service, they join the ranks of the common soldier, fighting side by side, bearing the physical and emotional trauma of war. What kept them at their task during the long hours of fighting? How did they cope watching artillery fire reduce trees and buildings to desolate rubble? How did they endure the incessant noise of machine gun fire and living outdoors in the wind, the rain, the snow of winter, and the humid, sweltering heat of summer. It's love, true love. Love for their country, love for comrades in arms, and love for their darlings back home. Meanwhile, our queen and her ladies join in the fight by volunteering in hospitals and the French Red Cross, and working in the Conservation Corps and Ladies' Aid Society. And when France fell, they didn't quit, not these girls. They joined the underground resistance. They may not have been on the battlefield, torching a rifle and dodging bullets, but by putting their lives on the line and participating in clandestine operations to undermine the enemy and helping escape prisoners of France out of war of France. They worked tirelessly to defeat the Nazis that their reign just the same. In time, the tide of war turns. The Allies stole the beaches of Normandy, and victory is won. Liberty secured. Peace in the world. The time for reunion and celebration has come. Our king and our queen and their attending lords and ladies keep their pledges and reunited prove that their love was the love that lasts.
And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods makes heaven drowsy with the harmony.
From women's eyes, this doctrine I derive.
They're the grounds, the books, the academies that show, contain, and nourish all the world.